I'll be sharing my tried and true methods for building a wardrobe, regardless of wherever you're at in your fashion journey. I think these tips will be very helpful. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. So, the world of fashion and styling can be very overwhelming, but I think a great first step is to understand the sort of anatomy and basic components of pretty much any outfit. The basic components of any outfit nowadays is the tops, bottoms, shoes, and any accessories you might want to add on to the fit. I'll briefly discuss each of these and give some basic guidelines. For tops, first we got our t-shirts. These are a classic staple in men's fashion and basically an essential for any man's wardrobe. These can range from a number of styles like crew necks, v-necks, collared tees, long sleeves, tank tops, and can also range from just basic blank, minimal t-shirts to graphic and more unique styles. As a man, it's essential to have a couple of these in your wardrobe. They can be worn casually by themselves with pretty much whatever bottoms, or they can also be dressed up within a whole outfit. For example, they can be dressed with a flannel, a varsity jacket, a vest, or anything you want to put over it. Now for your t-shirts, I'd advise to focus primarily on the blank tees with neutral colors like white, black, or gray, because these are so essential and allow you to work different styles and outfits and easily experiment with different styles. Because regardless of the style you're going to go for, you're probably going to need these at some point. T-shirts are a great example of what I call undershirts. Undershirts can help boost your wardrobe by creating depth and the first layer of your outfit. I recommend crew neck t-shirts and collared ones, but avoid v-necks because those are out of style, unless you're into that. The purpose of the undershirt is that they serve as a great first layer of your outfit. So if you got a giraffe neck like me, you might want to try a light turtleneck as an undershirt because this can add depth while also covering your neck. So rather than your neck showing, you could have another contrasting color or just another layer to your outfit. Overall, t-shirts can serve as the basic foundation for your wardrobe as they allow you to have different layering options for different weathers and different styles. Next, we got button-up shirts. Now these can range from casual graphic designs or flannel pattern shirts to more formal dress shirts. It's good to have a good mix of both formal and casual for different occasions and situations. If you're into the button-up style, it's great for weddings, job interviews, and even dates with the senoritas, you know. Formal shirts are definitely not a bad option if you're into the button-up style, but just make sure you get them in your size or else you come off looking a little silly if they're oversized, unless you're going for a specific oversized type of look. But for special formal occasions, you definitely want to have them fitted to your size. Next, we got hoodies and sweaters. These are more casual options and come in a variety of styles and can be worn with pretty much any type of bottoms, like jeans, sweatpants, shorts, etc. They're not only great for styling on their own if you're going for a more comfortable and casual look, but they're also great for layering in, let's say, cold weathers. For these, you want to focus on the comfort quality and overall fit on you. They come in all sorts of fabric, from more lighter ones to thicker ones, so you definitely want to explore and find out which one you're most comfortable with. Next, we got jackets. Jackets have a whole world of their own and are often the most outermost layer of your outfit, or the final piece on the top of the fit. So these can come in multiple varieties, like bombers, leather jackets, denim jackets, varsity jackets, blazers, windbreakers, winter jackets, coast vests, you name it. Jackets are a great way to add style and personality to your outfit while also keeping you warm and comfortable. You can either go for a more flashy, fashionable statement piece for a jacket, or you can go for a very functional and minimal look that just complements your outfit. I'd say 3 to 5 jackets is definitely more than enough for a good rotation for your wardrobe. But it should definitely be a mix of more functional, minimalistic jackets and some really unique ones as well. Overall, for tops, I'll say having a solid basic tee catalog or rotation can definitely go a long way in boosting your capacity for styling different outfits, and can over time definitely help you develop your wardrobe. These are the only tops you'd want to focus on having multiples of them, as opposed to having multiple jackets or hoodies. I think investing in the basics first and then branching out more as you develop your own unique sense of style can definitely help in making sure you get the right fits. Can definitely help in making sure you have the right direction in your style. Next, we're gonna move on to the bottoms. Now, first for bottoms, we got jeans, which are a classic staple in men's fashion. Jeans come in a variety of fits, such as slim, straight, baggy, skinny, or boot cut. They come in different ranges of colors as well, like blue, light blue, black, white, gray. But it's definitely best to start off with the blue and black first to fully understand what fits you best before exploring more colors. Jeans are fairly versatile because they're usually worn casually with sneakers, but they can also be styled with boots, loafers, and different types of shoes. Next, we got shorts. Now, shorts can range from more casual to athletic to more formal shorts and are essential for the summertime and hotter climates. They're a great way to add style within an outfit during the summertime. Next, we got dress pants or trousers. These are typically reserved for more formal occasions and are usually made from materials like wool or cotton, so they're very lightweight and easy to wear. But nowadays, they're definitely becoming more popular with younger men in fashion. I believe dress pants are the most slept on bottoms for men, hands down, especially because they're really versatile and can work with pretty much any style and any fit you're going for. You can go more slim fitted or opt for a more baggy and free flowy look. They are particularly good if you like comfortability, and they come in different colors. But I advise, of course, to start simply with neutral colors like black or gray and first before exploring to more colors. Next, we got casual options such as sweatpants, cargos, joggers, and tracksuits. Now, cargos, these have a pretty military look to them with the multiple pockets, but they're also very much a staple in streetwear style nowadays. They can come in more baggy or slimmer style. Joggers and tracksuits, these are more athletic options, but can be worn casually as well if that's something you enjoy, because they're definitely made to be very comfortable. Generally, to work with these, you want to focus on shopping based on your body size or type. You want to make sure you know your size, such as waist size, length size for your pants, shirt size for your tops, such as small, medium, large. You got to know that, as well as your shoe size. These are absolutely important when it comes to shopping for your style. Next, footwear. Now, these can range from more casual sneakers or boots to sandals to more formal dress shoes or athletic shoes. Now, for men, I say the go-to sneakers have been primarily the Nike Air Forces. You got your Converses, you got your Vans. But nowadays, boots and loafers have become a very popular option for men who are not so into the sneaker lifestyle or might just want to have a variety of different shoes. I definitely recommend you to try out different boots and see which one fits you. There's different styles of boots and loafers, and they come in different shapes and forms. Now, for the short kings, you can also add a little bit of height with the platform boots. So this is something you can also look out for. Now, accessories are essentially everything else that can be added to complement your outfit. And this can include watches, hats, scarves, belts, sunglasses, anything you want to add to the fit. Starting off with watches though, as a guy, a watch is pretty much an essential for your wardrobe. But definitely, I'd say the simpler the better. I promise you don't need to have a bust-down Rolex, you just need to have something clean and slick. A watch is just a classic way to add style to your outfit. It can show a bit of, sophistication and add a little bit more, elegance to your style. Next, we got rings. You want to go either simple, smooth rings, or you can go really unique with these. I'd say to experiment with rings and find whatever you're comfortable with. Personally, I'm not that huge of a ring guy. I like a few, 1 to 2 rings, but I've never been too much into it. Just find what you like. You might be into it. You might be into rocking 5 fingers full of rings. That might be your thing. So definitely experiment and try it out. Next, for earrings, we got studs, which are usually the most traditional type of men's earrings. But nowadays, we also got different types of earrings like hoops. We got the hanging and dangling ones. So I just advise to find which looks best on you. Experiment if you're into that. If you don't have your ears pierced, that's fine. But for those who do, I think it's best to seize the opportunity because an earring can definitely add a little more swag to your look.
Now for necklaces, we got the regular hanging chains with or without a pendant. We also got nowadays choker chains and beaded neck. For hats, you definitely want to focus on how they fit on you because you want to make sure they're absolutely comfortable, and when you put them on, you don't have to worry about them being a burden for your outfit. Within the fashion world, we also have different forms of stylistic directions, also known as aesthetics. I'm going to quickly go over the most common aesthetics today. First, we got streetwear. Streetwear fashion is mainly inspired by urban cultures around the world, such as hip-hop, and often features casual pieces like oversized graphic tees, cargo pants, sneakers, and athletic wear. Next, we got vintage and archive fashion. Now, vintage fashion is sort of similar to streetwear, but the looks are different in the sense that vintage fashion is inspired by past eras and often focuses on unique pieces that have a nostalgic or timeless feel to them. While archive fashion, this style is all about finding hidden gems and unique pieces that have a story and history. It's very similar to vintage but focuses more on rare designer pieces. Next, we got minimalist fashion. This fashion aesthetic is all about simplicity and clean lines. The focus is on neutral colors, simple silhouettes, high quality fabrics, and it's for guys who enjoy being low-key and minimal in their fashion. Next, we got workwear. Workwear offers a more rugged and masculine look that is both functional and stylish. The style focuses on heavy-duty fabrics, earthy colors, functionality, and simple silhouettes. Next, we got athletic and sportswear. Now, these can range from Nike tech gear to more running shoes and hiking gear to even sports jerseys. And these are usually just not only functional but also stylish as well. Next, we got internet fashion. Now, these are what you usually see on TikTok or Instagram or just general in the internet over the years, and they can be examples like hypebeast, e-girls, soft boys. These are all examples of internet fashion. Next, we got smart or formal wear. Now, this is a classic fashion piece. It's timeless and elegant, usually focused on tailored pieces, neutral colors, and traditional formal clothes. We've also got avant-garde fashion, which is highly experimental and usually unconventional styles. This type of fashion usually is a challenge to traditional notions of fashion because they push the boundaries of fashion by creating innovative designs and artistic pieces that might be considered as too extreme or too artistic for mainstream fashion. These are stuff that you probably will see on a runway show, and it's sort of similar to archive fashion because these are the pieces that do end up becoming archive fashion. Lastly, if you've traveled around, you might have realized that different countries, cities, and cultures all have their own unique aesthetics when it comes to fashion and dressing. And while it might feel very intimidating for you to conform to how everyone else dresses around you or the norm in your particular environment, you have to fight that pressure in order to find your personal style. Also, these aesthetics will come and go as trends every now and then, so you definitely want to be careful not to dive too deep into any particular trends and focus on building a timeless style. Now that we've gone through the components of an outfit and got the basic understanding, I think it's time for you to focus on actually discovering or navigating your own particular style. For this, it can be broken down into 3 simple steps. So step 1 is identifying the favorite clothes currently in your wardrobe. Take a look in your wardrobe and look at the different pieces you might currently have, if you do have any. You want to organize your wardrobe into different sections, such as the shirt, bottoms, jackets, and etc. So you can have a good knowledge of basically what your inventory is. You want to know the specific parts that you might need to improve on, or the parts that are already solid and you don't need to buy any more of. You want to also take note of what's missing. So, for example, you don't have enough colors or you got too many neutral colors like black and whites. So you might need to spice it up. So you definitely need to have a good understanding of the current status of your wardrobe, such as the clothes that you wear the most or the styles that you find yourself gravitating towards the most, and just having a general understanding of your inventory, such as the parts you need to work on. Maybe you need more pants, or you don't have enough shoes. So you just having a good understanding is a great first step. Step 2, get internal or external inspiration. Now that you kind of understand what you're into, social media apps like Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok are great places for user-created inspiration. Using hashtags on your specific aesthetics or niche is a great way to find way more inspiration on that specific style. So for example, going on Instagram and typing up hashtag streetwear or following some streetwear fashion pages is a great way to find new inspiration and see the possibilities that are there from other people. You can also use these hashtags to find more people or photos of a specific style you like. And a great way to do this long term is to follow the people or pages on Instagram who you like their style. Try to find the most genuine ones who you genuinely enjoy their style, or you think you can see yourself in a similar style to them. Another great idea on Instagram or Pinterest is to create mood boards. This is basically saving a collection of photos that you find very interesting or that you might see yourself wearing something similar to. So it's a great way to have a home base of ideas of what style you like the most or what style you could potentially see yourself wearing in the future. When you surround yourself with people who you like their style, yours is bound to get better. Additionally, you can post whatever outfits you come up with on Instagram and tag fashion pages for feedback or repost. That's a quick way to get involved in the online fashion world. Additionally, you can tag me in your Instagram post and I'll be more than glad to show love or give my feedback if you ask. You could also use traditional forms of inspiration like fashion magazines, blogs, and runway shows to sort of educate yourself more into the fashion world. But honestly, I've never really been into that. I've never owned a physical copy of a magazine. But nowadays, we know that a lot of them are digital and way more easy to access, so maybe it's definitely worth the shot. For example, right now you could literally type in Fashion Week London of any year or Fashion Week Paris any year, and that's a great way to expose yourself to different fashion designers and different unique styles. The purpose of inspiration is to achieve a specific stylistic direction and not to replicate it or imitate it. A big key is to explore fashion through your own world lens. For example, I'm into soccer, so I'm focusing right now on buying more retro jerseys for my wardrobe. You can do the same with whatever interests, hobbies, or cultures that you have. That's a good way to build confidence in what you're wearing as opposed to seeing a look on someone else and trying to replicate it. Now for the third and final step, you're gonna wanna actually go into the markets, go shopping. This is probably the most fun part, especially once you've started to have a better understanding or concept of your own style, or you know exactly what you're looking for when shopping. For in-person shopping experiences, you can visit more mainstream retailers like your Nike, Adidas, H&M, Urban Outfitters, Zara, the mall stores, or more luxury options. But these are known as fast fashion. Nowadays, fast fashion has got a pretty bad rep for not only generally having poor quality clothing, but also due to environmental sustainability, and also the fact that they all largely use child labor or some sort of exploitative labor. While it's okay to start off with these if they're the most accessible to you, you definitely don't have to rely on this. Honestly, we live in a society of pretty overpriced clothing, so I think a great alternative I greatly recommend is to go thrifting. Thrifting is essentially the second-hand market of fashion and is definitely a more sustainable option. There's lots of benefits for thrifting. For example, thrift stores usually offer significantly lower prices than traditional retail stores, which can definitely be helpful if you're on a budget. Additionally, you're way more likely to find more unique and antique pieces at clothing or vintage stores, and you're way more likely to find unique accessories as well. Not only that, but thrifting is way more sustainable for the environment as there are less clothes going through the fast fashion cycle and polluting the planet. Also, thrifting is a great way to support your community, as most thrift stores are usually non-profit organizations or they're usually smaller businesses. The reason I recommend you to start off with thrifting because you can definitely save money while getting to know your style better. So you don't have to invest in some really expensive clothing that you don't know if you really enjoy or you're gonna wear that much. So it's definitely a safer bet to thrift secondhand and then get a better understanding of the style you like before you can invest a lot of money into your style. So definitely check out vintage stores or thrift stores. Overall, the journey to finding your style does not happen overnight, and it does take a bit of time and effort, but I definitely think it's absolutely worth it once you get the hang of it. Once again, you want to focus on getting down the basic foundations of an outfit, like your t-shirts, your pants, and then building upon those through inspiration and exploration of the fashion world, or through even your own personal lens. Like I talked about with me being into soccer and using that lens as a way to shop for more clothing. Personally, I see this skill as a great form of personal development because as you gradually build the skill of style, you also greatly boost your self-esteem and confidence. But remember, it's not the clothes that matter, but how you choose to express yourself using them. Fashion is an ever-changing landscape and no one style is going to be it forever. So definitely feel free to change and experiment as you go on your journey. I hope this video is very useful for you and you can definitely come back to different parts of this in the future to remember any guidelines or topics that I discussed. And with all that being said, feel free to drop a like or leave a comment down below if you found this video useful, and I'll see you later.